All right, fellas, welcome back. To follow up on our last video, how to destroy the CPU on all Madden, I wanted to go over my two favorite formations to use against the CPU. Okay, if you're going to be playing against the CPU, most likely you're going to be playing in franchise. And in franchise, we want to do two things. We want to win games and we want to build up our stats so that we can improve our players, right? So, to me, these two formations present the best of both worlds for that. You can find IForm close and IForm slot in the Jets playbook. But what I would recommend, and I believe that's the only playbook that actually has both of those formations, but what I would recommend is to just create your own custom playbook and add all of the plays, because there are a couple of plays that you have access to that you don't have access to in the Jets playbook. So, in terms of our audibles, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to select IForm close, and our first audible is going to be halfback stretch. The next one is going to be halfback Mike. PA tight end leak is the next one, and then PA deep cross go. Those are the only four plays that you need in this entire formation, okay? In terms of IForm slot, halfback stretch alert bubble, halfback blast, sail Y shake, and PA fullback flat, okay? So both of these formations, again, they're not just run heavy. There's some really excellent passing opportunities. In fact, you're going to see there's it's a glitch route in the IForm close, and the same with the slot. You have plenty of opportunities to air it out if you want. But again, if you're playing against the CPU, you're going to want to try to control the ball, and you're going to want to try to run the clock moderately. And I think both of these formations work perfectly, and you can audible between the two seamlessly. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the runs, okay? Because this is under center, so you're going to be a little bit more run heavy, generally speaking, than in a shotgun or pistol formation, okay? So halfback stretch, they do have a zone toss, they have an ISO, they're both just fine, but the 95 Mike is my favorite opposite side, weak side run, okay? So we're going to come out in halfback stretch pretty much every single play, and it really doesn't matter what defense we pick. We'll just go ahead and do the dime normal, and we'll just run a Tampa 2, okay? So the great thing about this run is it works great just stock, or when you see it stacked to the right side, all you have to do is flip the run. And all you have to do when you do this is to just choose to run in between the tackle and the guard or bust it to the outside. That's all you have to worry about. So let's go ahead and run this play. And you can see we got a pretty nice gain there, okay? So flipping that play is a really good way to kind of throw your opponents off, right? They can't stack one side or the other, okay? Let's go ahead and run it stock. And you can see, you can just run up the yards. We'll do it again. And then what you can do is you can audible down to 95 Mike in a situation like this. So you've got an overload of blockers on the left side. So you're going to most likely have some pretty good space. So let's go ahead and run this. Look at that hole. It's an awesome, awesome formation, you guys. I wish that you could really run this in regs. But it's just not, running under center is just so difficult and competitive. But again, all you have to do in something like this is just audible down to 95 Mike and just run the play. We'll do it again one more time. Easy. You can see the massive space that you get with it. All right, so we're going to talk about our two pass plays. PA tight end leak is going to be the first one that we go over, okay? These three receiver routes are excellent routes. You've got the corner route with Kelsey, you've got the shorter post with Juju, and you've got the deeper post with Hopkins. All of them can beat man, and it's a very good zone beating play as well. When you play the CPU, you've got a play action which helps to slow that pass rush down a little bit, and you've got a safety valve in case the three routes do end up getting back. But generally speaking, you can get pretty big gains with this passing play. And we're coming out in a random defense here, by the way, so let's see what we can get open. You can see we short through that, but we got a nice gain, right? You can fit that ball in that pocket in that corner pretty well. Let's do it again and see what else gets open here. You guys see what I'm talking about here? It's an excellent pass play. So the next play that we're going to go over is the PA deep cross go. This is an excellent, excellent play. There's one route you're really looking for, and that's Juju Smith-Schuster with that sort of deep crosser. It doesn't go quite as deep as the play art suggests, but it's a really good route. You don't have to make any hot routes. What I like to do is put Kelsey on an in route or put Kelsey on a slant. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and do Kelsey on the slant, but we're going to be looking for Juju here. And the reason why we're doing the in route or the slant is to pull any hook zones down. Okay, so let's see what we can get open here. And you can see it's just a glitch route against the CPU. It's an awesome, awesome play. So we're going to go ahead and do the in route, and if nobody bites on Kelsey, we'll take his route, but we're still going to be looking for Juju. And you can see, even with a heavy blitz man defense, wide open. It's an awesome, awesome play. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Easy, easy gains. You guys, this IForm close formation is an awesome formation against the CPU. We've got runs. We can just audible to the run. We can run to the outside. We can audible here to the 95 mic. In this case, we could flip the mic to go the other way. And you can see it's just a great formation, you guys. It's awesome. You can do so much with this against the CPU. So let's go ahead and go over the IForm slot. All right, so the IForm slot formation. In our audibles, we already saw that we have the halfback stretch alert bubble, the sail wide shake, the PA fullback flat, and then the halfback blast. We're always going to come out in the stretch alert bubble. In my opinion, this is probably the second best RPO in the game. It's simple, but it's really difficult to face for the computer because the run is a glitch as much as the RPO itself. Okay, so this stretch alert bubble in Madden 24, it was super overpowered. The guys on the right side would glitch out and they would run to the inside, and you could get huge gains every time. This year, it's slightly nerfed, but you can still get that same kind of glitch. It's just not quite as much. And you can rack up the rushing yards. And if the person covering Juju doesn't bite toward him, you simply just throw it every single time. It's a super easy read. You either throw the ball, if the guy doesn't bite, if the guy bites, you just keep running it. It's a great run and a great pass. So let's go ahead and see what we can get here. I just picked random defenses. The guy didn't bite, and we got 10 yards. Let's do it again. He didn't bite again. You can keep running this play all day. And like I said in Madden 24, you can literally run this play the entire game on all Madden and probably score a touchdown every single drive. So let's go ahead and see how the run does, even when it's stacked to the right side. Even when they're covering it, 4 or 5 yards. Let's do it again. Now in this situation, what I would do is I would audible to the halfback blast. Look at all that space there. Just run between the guard and the tackle, and you're going to be fine. And you've got a fullback leading the way. Okay, so it looks like we got something going on here. Look at that space to the outside. Look at that. And now we're going to go ahead and go back to the halfback blast. And you know, the last run wasn't that great. That's going to happen sometimes, but let's do it again. And you can see 5-6 yards. That run can bust big for a touchdown. Let's do it again. Again, one broken tackle. Let's do it one more time. Did you see how we almost got out for a touchdown on that one? And in this case, let's see if we can either run it to the outside or hit the RPO. See how glitchy this run is? You can get outside on the CPU all day. And now we have this big open space to the left. So what do? We audible to halfback blast. And let's do that run one more time. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that game. So now, White Cop Smash is your replacement if you're running out of the Jets playbook. Jets playbook does not have sail-wise shake. So you can run the exact same play with White Cop Smash, okay? It's a little bit of a deeper route for the tight end. You can stem him down, and all you have to do is streak your outside receiver. But I prefer the sail-wise shake. So again, I would recommend running a custom playbook. So let's go ahead and run this play, and we'll just pick a random defense. So with this sail-wise shake play, you can leave it stock. All the routes are just fine. Kelsey's route is a man beater. Juju's and Hopkins are both man beating routes. But it works really well against zone. You're really looking for that corner route. And again, we're not playing humans with this formation here, okay? What I do like to do is I like to put my running back on a table route, okay? So if you're on the wide side, it'll table route to the left. If you're in the middle, generally speaking, it'll table route to the left in game, but a lot of times it'll table route to the right. If it doesn't table route to that side, just do an in route instead, okay? So in this case, we're looking for a corner route. We're going to keep all the routes stopped. Unfortunately, the corner route wasn't open, but look at Kelsey. Let's run this again. We're going to put our running back on a table route. And there's our corner route. It's a great play. So we're running a cover zero blitz here. And I just want to show you guys that you can get Hopkins open deep. It is a pretty dangerous route as long as he beats his guy and we get enough time to throw it. I would like to keep my running back in the block, but we're going to go ahead and do this anyway because it could be a bluff, and we want to make sure that we have our flood concept to the left. And then we're just going to slide protect to the left here. And you can see we get him wide open for a touchdown. You guys, this is an awesome, awesome play. So this PA fullback flat, it doesn't look like much, and you can do some things with it, okay? But honestly, it's a good play against the CPU. I would not necessarily recommend this against a human opponent. It could work, but against the CPU, double team the outside pass rusher. Okay, you have the opportunity to roll out to the right. So let's go ahead and see if we can get somebody open. And there we got our guy open. Let's do it in the pocket this time. Crowded, but we got it open. Let's run this again. Kelsey wide open on the outside. So we went ahead and switched to a cover zero blitz here. and you can get Hopkins open. You can leave the routes default, which is preferable. If you think that it might be a zone and you might be able to beat it, you can always streak Juju's route. So let's go ahead and just keep Juju's routes on the streak for this one, and let's see if we can get Hopkins open if we get enough time. And we did. So it's not the best play in the world, but we're only working against the computer here. And just running it default, again, we got a cover zero blitz on this one. You'll see that the other routes can get open too. You see that crosser just tears man up, generally speaking. So I wanted to come back to the IForm close really quickly. Kind of a bonus play here is we have a PA post dig shot. It's a play that doesn't look like a lot, but it does have potential, right? So we're just going to come out and I'm just going to do a random defense. And what can we do to make this play work? Against the CPU, two routes actually can work. But if we take Kelsey and we put him on an out route, it might help pull down a zone. And generally speaking, that Hopkins route is going to get open. You can leave the other routes default, obviously, and we're just doing a play action, and we have plenty of blocking because we got 7 blockers here. So let's see if we can get Hopkins open. And you can see, even with tight man coverage, he torches this guy. Let's go ahead and do it again. Just put your tight end on an out route, and this is all you have to do. Let's see what defense they called here. Wide open. It's just like the PA deep cross, but it goes to the other side. Let's do this one more time. Just put Kelsey on an out route, and let's see if we can get anybody open here. Wide open. See, guys, these formations are awesome formations. They're just awesome formations. You even have a mesh play that you can utilize out of this against the CPU, and it works very well. But the plays that I showed you, okay, the halfback stretch, the 95 mic, the PA deep cross go, and the PA tight end leak out of the IForm close. And for the IForm slot, we've got our halfback stretch alert bubble, probably the second best RPO in the game in my opinion. The sail Y shake, you can replace that with the white cop smash if you're using the Jets playbook. And then the PA fullback flat. You've got 4 awesome pass plays, and I gave you a bonus pass play with the PA post dig shot. As a caveat, the PA post dig shot, it can get bagged, whereas the PA deep cross go, much more difficult to get bagged against the CPU. Okay, but you've got awesome run plays with this RPO, the halfback stretch alert bubble. That's your number 2 receiver. All you have to do is say in the first half you keep your wide receiver 2 there. If you're playing in franchise, you can get him a bunch of yards and a couple of touchdowns. And then in the second half, just put your wide receiver 1 in your wide receiver 2 slot, and you can get him a bunch of yards and a bunch of touchdowns in the second half. However you want to work it out. But you can get almost all your passing yards just from the stretch alert bubble, and almost all your rushing yards from that. But to keep things fun and to keep them interesting, you can control the clock with the runs out of this IForm close and IForm slot. Those 4 runs are all you need. And in terms of lighting up the CPU, sail Y shake, PA fullback flat, and of course, you've got your PA tight end leak, PA deep cross go. You've also got the PA post dig shot, like I told you, and the spider mesh is a great play, double outs is a great play, but all you need are the 8 plays that we went over. And you guys, you can control the clock as much as you want. You can chew it moderately, or you can chew it significantly if you want with these formations. You've seen that the pass plays are, generally speaking, they're just generally money, you guys. It's an awesome, awesome formation against the CPU. So if you're struggling to get yards against the CPU and you want very safe, simple routes to read with the ability to fall back on something like this halfback stretch alert bubble, this awesome RPO, these are the two formations for you. You can audible between them seamlessly. They just work fantastic against the CPU. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for the next video. And as always, have a great day.